Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to another snack review. Today's snack hits home. This is very weird actually. This is Lay's teamed up with China to produce one of the weirdest but most classic combinations. This white rabbit candy, I have some right here. This is the real deal OG candy. If you are mainland Chinese or probably even Cantonese or whatever, you know that this was an important piece of your childhood. Every single Chinese kid has had these before. Tell me I'm wrong. My job this episode, man, this is so nostalgic. My job this episode is to see if this white rabbit candy is well represented in this flavor of chip. I don't like the packaging though. Let me just say it outright. I mean, look at those. Who wants to see that? That's not appetizing at all. This is a pretty big flaw in their design choice. Anyways, that aside, let me taste this for all its glory. So yeah, so it's wrapped kind of like a Tootsie Roll. For reference, if you're not Chinese, you haven't tasted this. But then see, there's this magical piece of edible rice paper. All my white friends back then, I'm like, dude, eat it. And they're like, hell no, I ain't eating paper. You gotta eat it. It's tasteless, but it's just cool to eat something so thin. Some paper. The actual candy, it's kind of like a hardcore gummy. It's very hard, but it will eventually melt in your mouth. If you chew it, it's going to be pretty hard to chew, but then it gets easier to chew as time goes on, and it's not gum, it disintegrates eventually, and it's very stick to your teeth, but it's milky. It's very milky. It's not, I don't think it's rabbit milk. I don't know what this is made out of. I've been eating it my whole life, but I have no idea what the ingredients are. I'm not even going to check. I can barely chew it. You can sink your teeth into it, but it tastes some jaw power. Tastes exactly like it tasted back in the day. Oh man. Now it's starting to break apart. It's basically just sweet, milky candy. Milky, chewy, super chewy candy. I'm interested to see how this is going to hold up to the real deal. Alright, it says white rabbit potato chips, milk candy flavor. Alright, that took a good minute. I'm going to cleanse my palate. I want to go into this clean. I don't want the residue of the candy to throw me off or add flavors that the chip didn't add. The water's pretty warm, so it helps clear out the flavor. It smells like sweet chips. These chips are going to be very sweet. Doesn't smell like the white rabbit chips at all. Looks pretty regular. Imagine hooking your friends up with this and telling them it's just Lay's original, and then they get this blast of white rabbit candy flavor. That would be so trippy. Alright, let's go. Okay. I don't think it did a good job. I wouldn't guess in a million years that's the flavor that they were trying to remake. I did get a tiny hint of milkiness, but it was just basically a sweet chip. Or you could have told me that was like honey chips or something. There was an attempt, and it was not bad, but I don't know, I don't think it does this ancient tradition of a flavor of a candy any justice. I still think it's a good snack though. I don't think there's a problem with how the flavor profile is on chip. If you're not used to sweet chips, you might have a problem, but basically just original chips with a hint of sugar. Maybe a tiny hint of milkiness, whatever that means. Other than that, not much else happening. I'm going to give the flavor profile how similar they are. That score will be about 1.5 out of 5, pretty low. Snackability and overall as an item to eat, I would say 4 out of 5. It's pretty solid. Chips can't go wrong. I don't like original, but if I had a spin from the original, like it got sweeter a little bit, I'd go for it all day. Not a very strong contender. There's definitely better chips options out there, but if you're a huge fan of this candy and you just want to try it in the chip form, it's still an interesting experience. I highly suggest you try it out. All right, that's it, guys. If you did have this candy before, hope it hit you right in the nostalgia. If this is your first time hearing about it, I suggest you check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. That's it. Peace.